Hi, I'm Ami Kunimura, founder of the Self-Care Institute, and in this video, I'll be talking about nutrition and stress management and what to eat and what not to eat when you're stressed. And so, stress and food are part of our daily lives. Now, when it comes to stress, some types of stress are beneficial, and some types of stress, like chronic stress, can be harmful to our physical and mental health. Now, similarly, when it comes to food, some food can be beneficial for our health, and some food can be harmful to our health. Now, in the relationship between stress and food, we also often use food as comfort in times of stress, and turning to food as a way to cope with stress is very common, but sometimes the food that we turn to for comfort may actually be causing stress responses in the body and contributing to the damaging impact of stress. And so when the body is being stressed from external sources and from diet, this can not only create a dangerous health situation, but this also creates cycles of stress that are hard to get out of. So what I want to take a look at here is how we can work on managing stress and helping the body deal with stress through diet and nutrition so that we can choose foods that help and heal the body, protect against stress, and can contribute to our mental health rather than hurting it. So let's take a look at 3 ways here that diet and nutrition can help support stress management, and that is through reducing inflammation, stabilizing blood sugar, and supporting a balanced gut microbiome. So let's go through these one at a time. So the first way diet and nutrition can support stress management is by reducing inflammation. And so stress can cause inflammatory responses in the body, and so can certain foods. Now, because inflammation can impact immunity, mental health, and physical health, decreasing inflammation is very important for health and healing. And because stress can cause inflammation, we want to avoid foods that will further cause more inflammation and instead consume foods that can reduce inflammation. So, first, let's look at foods to avoid that can cause inflammation and what we should be avoiding here. So, some of the most common ingredients in food that can cause inflammation are sugar, refined carbohydrates, chemicals, synthetic preservatives, hormones, and antibiotics. Other inflammatory foods include corn, soy, dairy, margarine, or other foods made with partially hydrogenated oils, and even some vegetables can cause inflammation. Nightshade foods have been found to cause inflammation, and this includes foods such as tomatoes, eggplant, and peppers. And so food sensitivities or allergies, such as sensitivities to dairy or gluten, can also cause inflammation for people who have these sensitivities. Now, of all of these that I mentioned, let's pay close attention to sugar. Sugar that is added to foods is considered to be a dietary stressor that triggers the inflammatory response in the body. And so sugar itself causes the body to be stressed. So when you're stressed, try not to make it worse by eating sugar. Now, research shows that eliminating added sugar can help to stabilize mood, decrease depression, reduce systemic inflammation, and reduce the production of cortisol. However, we are talking about added sugar here. And so natural sugars that are found in fruits and vegetables don't necessarily cause inflammation and can even be anti-inflammatory. So now let's talk about consuming foods that reduce inflammation. This includes fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, eggs, and even chocolate can reduce inflammation. And you might want to especially focus on eating blue and purple fruits, such as blueberries, which can be really helpful in reducing inflammation. Also, dark leafy greens are anti-inflammatory foods and can be rich in antioxidants. And anti-inflammatory herbs and spices include turmeric, ginger, basil, cardamom, and rosemary. And magnesium is a mineral that can be taken as a supplement that can reduce stress and inflammation and can support relaxation, mood, and cognitive function. And so the National Institutes for Health recommends about 400 milligrams of magnesium daily for adults. Or you can also consume foods that have high levels of magnesium, and this can include almonds, spinach, cashews, peanuts, black beans, avocado, and yogurt. Now, however, with magnesium, bowel tolerance and kidney disease do need to be considered for the proper dosage of magnesium for the individual. Now, let's talk about the second way to support stress management with diet through stabilizing your blood sugar. And so stress and cortisol can create a dysregulation of blood glucose in the body, which means stress can cause your blood sugar levels to become unstable. And unstable blood sugar levels can negatively impact your mood, your cognition, and your energy levels, and can lead to unhealthy eating habits. And so stabilizing blood sugar throughout your day can include 3 things here: eating habits that avoid spikes in blood sugar, eating foods that stabilize blood sugar, and eating enough protein. So first, let's talk about avoiding spikes in blood sugar levels. And so refined sugar and refined white flour can cause blood sugar to rise quickly and then drop quickly. Now, these fluctuations in blood sugar levels can cause fatigue, anxiety, weakness, headaches, foggy thinking, and irritability, and this can impact physical and mental function. And so, especially for people who might be experiencing emotional exhaustion from stress, reducing refined carbohydrates is necessary for balancing mood. However, keep in mind that refined carbohydrates like sugar should not be replaced with artificial sweeteners because artificial sweeteners can be neurologically damaging. And so foods that can help stabilize blood sugar levels include non-starchy vegetables like squash, carrots, cucumbers, and greens. Also healthy fats such as avocados, olive oil, coconut oil, and nuts, fish, cacao, garlic, and cinnamon. And so spikes in blood sugar can also be avoided by eating regularly and not in too large amounts. And so the third factor in managing blood sugar levels is making sure you're eating enough protein. And so in times of stress, consuming enough protein is essential because protein is needed to support healing the damage caused by stress. Protein may especially be helpful when consumed early in the day to help manage your energy levels. And it's recommended that you always eat breakfast with 3 to 4 ounces of protein within 30 minutes of waking up. And so the composition of meals are really important here, where meals that are high in carbohydrates and low in protein and fat can raise blood sugar levels too much. And so eating meals that are lower in carbohydrates and higher in protein can be more stabilizing for your blood sugar levels. And our third dietary factor for stress management is supporting a balanced gut microbiome. One key facilitator in the body's ability to adapt to stress is the microbiota in your gut. And so the human gut microbiome is a host to trillions of microorganisms, and research shows that the microbiota in the gut communicates with your brain and central nervous system, which suggests that your gut microbiota plays a big role in your mental health, especially with regulating anxiety, mood, and cognition. The balance and content of your gastrointestinal microbiota is affected by stress responses in the body. So imbalances in the microbiome can have a negative impact on stress resilience and immune functioning and can even affect anxiety and behavior. And so when stress alters the composition of the microbiome through hormones and inflammation, the gut bacteria releases toxins that affect mood and eating behavior. And so caring for your gut health is a way to nourish your emotional well-being and cope with stress. A balanced gut microbiome can affect the absorption of nutrients, how these nutrients nourish the body and nourish the brain, and can affect emotional well-being. So, although stress can alter the gut microbiota composition, this can be reversed with probiotics. And so probiotics are healthy bacteria that help to lower the stress response by regulating neurotransmitters related to relaxation. So the gut has about 400 to 500 different types of healthy microbiota that promote healthy digestion, prevent inflammation, produce nutrients, and improves immunity. So probiotics can produce serotonin, which can reduce stress and decrease anxiety. And so probiotics are found in fermented foods, which are excellent for intestinal and brain health. And so fermented foods include foods such as yogurt, sauerkraut, and kimchi, which provides natural forms of probiotics. But probiotics can also be taken as a supplement in capsules or in liquid form, and daily probiotic consumption is recommended. All right, so again, the 3 ways that diet and nutrition can help support stress management are by reducing inflammation, stabilizing blood sugar, and supporting a balanced gut microbiome. Now, with all of this information, remember that an individualized approach should be taken in the implementation of any diet choices. So make sure you consider your own sensitivities and seek professional advice when needed. And so stress alone is harmful enough on your body, on your mind, and on your emotions. And so we don't want to make it worse with unhealthy diet choices. Now, when it comes to stress at work, improper diet and unhealthy nutritional habits can contribute to impairment of a professional's mental health, well-being, and work performance. However, healthy diet choices support burnout prevention, support stress management, support effective self-care, and support your well-being. And a healthy diet can support your ability to attain stronger emotional and mental states to move forward and to make other healthy decisions about your work and about your life. Thank you for joining me here on this video. Be kind to yourself today.